to the Be Your Best Self blog by Marsha Abbott. It's as simple as that. When I started the Be Your Best Self blog over 6 months ago, I knew that some sort of writer's block would eventually happen, probably multiple times in fact. And this week was my first experience with it. Usually topics that I want to discuss just hit me, whether it's from someone writing in or a moment in time that just sticks with me. But this week, I got nada. Absolutely nothing. And maybe it's because I have had a busy week and haven't had time to just breathe in the moments around me. Or maybe it's because I have been battling a tough cold that just won't seem to go away. But either way, there I was with my computer in hand and an empty page staring at me. So I had a thought. I decided to pull out my folder entitled Ideas Get Inspired. This is a special place where I store topics that have come up in life or in conversation. It's topics that I think could potentially be important to discuss when the time is right. And as I scan through the folder and all of the pages of notes inside, you will never believe what happened. Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm leading you on because guess what? Still nothing. I just wasn't inspired by any of it in that moment. Then suddenly I noticed something. It's something that isn't even a blog topic at all in this organizer. It's actually something that I never even take the time to read anymore because really it's just a header to one of my note pages. You see, over a year ago, I had a journal that I never used much, but decided one day to pull it out and write down some long-term life goals I had. At the very top, I reread those words I wrote. My long-term goals, possibly when I retire, become a blogger and influence people in a positive way. Let your light shine. I had written this last year with the intent of doing it as a hobby when I retired in 25 years. Heck, I wasn't even sure what being a blogger really meant at that time. I had no intention of starting it anytime in the near future. And now, 7 months later, here I am, writing my 36th blog with the intention and determination to carry on with this adventure as long as life will allow me. So what in the heck happened this past year? And more importantly, how did I get to this point? What happened to change this extremely long-term goal to a very near-term goal? As I reflect back, there's one answer that stands out more than all the others. It's all about the people I have chosen to surround myself with in my life. It's as simple as that. Because you see, when I first wrote those words in that journal, I didn't tell anyone about it for an entire month, not one person. I knew it sounded crazy, and I was certain others would too. And then the day came where I finally broke down and told one of my best girlfriends. And as I said those words out loud, I sat back and waited for the laughter to come. I waited for words that I expected to hear because this is what was swirling around in my mind. Things like, now what? Are you serious? Why would you want to do something so crazy? But instead, my dear friend simply looked at me and said, why in the world would you wait till retirement? I think you need to do this now. You would be so good at it. So reading those words today in my special folder full of blog ideas, well, it was those words that reminded me of the amazing people I have in my life. And my bestie, she gave me just the kind of support I needed to move forward. Because of her, I finally did. So now it's your turn. It's your time to reflect on your own life. And as you reflect on those people who surround you day in and day out, it's time to ask yourself these hard questions. Do they support you? Do they challenge you? Do they respect you? Do they care and want you to succeed? Are they your biggest fans in life? I hope more than anything that your answers are yes, yes, yes. But if not, then it may be time to figure out why and to finally make some hard but necessary changes. Because one thing that I've learned through this journey and through my very best girlfriend is that when you have those people around you who love you, challenge you, encourage you to step outside of your comfort zone, pick you up when you fall, and love and support you unconditionally, no matter what crazy ideas you've got, then that's when you know you have truly found your people. These are the individuals who make life worth living. They are the ones who ultimately end up making all of that time and effort put into friendships worthwhile. It's those people who end up impacting us more in our life than we could have ever expected. And it's because of those who are like my best girl that ultimately encourage us to live out our dreams right here and now while we still can. We only get so much time on this earth to have fun. to make a difference, and to live life to the fullest. And the most important part of this journey is making the choice on who we want to be surrounded by. So it really is time. It's time to look around and make sure you're surrounding yourself with those who make you and your life better. I hope you too make the right choice, because honestly, when it comes to life, it really is as simple as that. For those of you struggling with something in life, or if you have a topic of interest that you want me to talk about in this blog, email me at beyourbestselfblog@gmail.com. Let's work together to be our very best selves. Click below on the subscribe button for my weekly updates.